Hi, I'm Carson from Guys with Games, and today's game is MASH. It's a game that I used to play as a student, an elementary school student. And if you don't know this game or this activity, it is kind of like a joke, try to predict your future type of activity. And I use it in the classroom to practice simple future tense sentences and to allow the kids to have a little bit of fun with that. So simple future, we're either using will plus verb or be going to plus verb, whatever your class is learning first or reviewing now. This would be an ideal activity for that. Or you could do both together, it doesn't matter. How the game works, if you're not familiar with it, is that M-A-S-H, MASH, they stand for different things, which you'll find out in a moment. It will indicate what kind of living arrangement you're going to have in the future. A mansion, an apartment, a shack, or a house. We'll reveal this to the students at the very end, but what we're going to do is give each student a piece of paper and have them recreate this on their paper. And on the whiteboard here, I've divided each section into a different field and I've labeled it a red letter. So in letter A, you need to do maybe 30 seconds of preparation only to tell yourself what is this field going to be predicting. So let's say that in field A, I'm going to have the students predict in which country they're going to live in the future. Starting with one field, I always make the students use one similar answer where we all have the same answer. And so for which country we're going to live in, I will say our home country, the country that we're in now, and I'll instruct the students, choose one of these numbers in field A, 1, 2, 3, or 4. We're in Taiwan. So I would say, choose one of those and write the word Taiwan. Now they could do it in number 3 or number 4 or number 1, or they could do it the same with me. And we will stop there, and then I'll say, I want you each individually to write in 3 other countries. And if you don't know how to spell something, ask the teacher. And they will each do this differently, so that maybe if I were playing, my countries would be the United States, Germany, and maybe Australia. But David might have something else, Dustin would have something different, and in the end, we have 4 blocks. The entire field A is filled in differently for each of us. Then I would skip to maybe B, and I'll show you what an entire board looks like when it's filled out right here. Okay, so here's a fleshed out list. I'm going to have done this with the students each step of the way, not explaining what they're doing yet, but I'm going to ask them to give me on their paper 3 other countries. I'm going to tell them at each step, all right, choose one in B and write the words no job. They all write the word no job, and then I'll say, good, now we're going to fill out B. You pick 3 jobs, 3 potential jobs. So here I chose teacher, artist, and underwear model. In C, I won't tell them what we're determining. I will just say choose a number between, everybody needs to write 0, but choose a number between 1 and 10 and write that number for the rest of the answers. Here it's an animal, and here is a mode of transportation. Again, the red ones, everyone will have the same. Once this is complete, we'll choose some way to pick a number. Usually I want a double-digit number between 10 and 20. So you could just choose someone. Dustin, choose a number. But I will make it have more of a mystical feel. So whose birthday is next? Oh, good. Is yours? You roll the dice. 6. And whose birthday was the most recent to have passed? Oh, yours? Okay, roll the dice. 6 plus what? 6 plus 4. 10. Okay, 10. Mystical. And then we're going to start here and count. So everyone, now they have their paper, and they're going to take a pen and count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we eliminate this as it is no longer a future possibility for you. And I'll speed up the video here, but I'll do it again and again and again. You just follow the order. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So here we go. Okay, and then when you get to this point, here, there's only one answer left, so I'm going to have them all box it in. And then continue. And now this part's complete. And so what do I have the students do? Technically, I'm going to tell them what these were. Mansion, apartment, shack, or house. Looks like I'm going to be living in a shack. So I'll have the students come up and report their future to the class. They need to use the future tense if we're practicing will plus verb, or be going to plus verb. Both okay, so let's just use will because it will go faster. I will live in a shack in Taiwan. I will have no job. I will have 3 children. I will have a pet turtle, and I will drive a bus. That's my future. Thanks for listening. That's how it works. So you have each kid do this. Maybe not everybody, but determine a loser, and they need to come and report it in front of the class using simple future tense. Thanks for watching.